Hello everyone. Today we are going to start types of sets. We are going to start type of sets. Okay. There are so many types of sets. First one is empty set. First one is empty set. From the name all it implies that the set is empty. Empty means it's null set, or we can say it's null set or empty set, both words. So what is empty set? A set is said to be empty. A set is said to be empty or null or void. We can use three words for it. It is empty, null or void set if it has no element. If it has no element. Okay, what does it mean? This a set is said to be empty when it has no element. That is, it is denoted by phi, or we can write it as curly braces which are blank. Since there is no element in the set, so we can leave it blank. For example, write down the question. Write x belongs to natural number such that x is greater than 5 and less than 6 in roster form. What we have to do? We have to write this form in the roster form. As we see, the x is between 5 to 6 and x is a natural number. So x is a natural number. So it is a we don't have any element between 5 to 6 which is a natural number. So in set A there is no element, so we can write it, or we can write it phi. This is the first type. Now second one is singleton. What is a singleton? Set consisting of only a single element. What does a single set mean? Single set means a set which is only one element in it. Write down the question, but it will be so clear that what is a single set. Write set in roster form. What we have given? X belong to natural number and x square is equal to 9. We have to write in the roster form. So B is a single set. We don't know. Let us proceed. Write a set in the roster form. What is the element? As x is a natural number and x square is a 9. What value of x is satisfied? Only 3. So set A contain only 3 element in the roster form. And what we say, the element is only 1, so it is called as singleton set. Let's move to the next, third type, that is finite set. From the word finite itself, it means finite. Finite means some specific. Okay, like a set is called finite. If it is either void or element can be counted by natural number. Okay, what does it mean? A set is finite if it's no element. It is either null set or element can be counted, or we can count the number of elements in the set. Let us suppose example, set of all persons on the earth. Since we can count the number of persons on the earth, it is a finite set. And what does it mean by the infinite set? Okay, what does a finite set mean? A set whose elements cannot be listed by natural numbers. What does it mean? It means a set whose elements cannot be listed by. Like I have a numbers 1 to infinite. We can count it. We can count how many numbers are there in between 1 to infinite. This 1 to infinite is a infinite set. Or example, set of all points in a plane is also an infinite set. How can we set it as an infinite set? Since we can count. In a plane there are infinite number of points, so set of all points in a plane is also an infinite set. Let us take in some examples on this question. Question is, which of the following finite or infinite? What we have to find? We have to find which of the following is an infinite set and which of the following is a finite set. First example is set of concentric circles in a plane. What we have to judge is it's a finite set or an infinite set. Set of concentric circle in a plane. As we see, there are so many circles can be made on one plane. In a plane, we can as many as circles as we can. So it is a uncountable. So it is a infinite set. Let's take next example. Set of letters of English alphabets. Set of letters of English alphabets. What does it mean? How many letters are there in the English alphabet? As we know, there are only 26 letters in the English alphabet and we can count it. So countable things are fine. That is a finite set. Let's move to the next example. X belongs to natural number where x is greater than 5. Okay, so what values it can take? X can take greater than 5 means 6, 7, 8, and x is a natural number, so it can be up to infinite, and we cannot count it, so it is also an infinite set. Let's move to another one. X belong to real number such that x is greater than 0 and less than 1. So what can values x can take is x is greater than 1 and that is less than low. It can take 0 0.1, 0 0.2, 0 0.3 and so on. We can count. There are so many numbers between the two numbers, so it is also an infinite set. Let's move to the next. X belongs to natural number where x is less than 200. As we see, x is less than 200, x can take value from 1, 2, 3 up to only 200. We can count the number of elements in this, so it is a finite set. These are some examples of the finite and the infinite sets. Let's move to the another type of set is that is fifth one is cardinal number. It's called cardinal number. What is cardinal number? Cardinal number is something like a number of elements in a set called cardinal number. What does it mean? That is how many elements are there in one set are called cardinal number. It is denoted by NA. These are the number of elements. Like if a set A has element 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So cardinal number NA is equal to 5. Since there are only 5 elements in set A, so the cardinal number is 5. Next comes sixth one is equivalent sets. There are two sets, that is equivalent sets and equal set. First we will read about equivalent set. Two finite sets A and B are equivalent if their cardinal number are same. What does it mean? If there are two sets A and B, if n of A is equal to n of B, then A and B are called equivalent set. Let's take an example like if A element has an element 1, 2, 3 and element B has A, B, C and n of A has 3 elements, therefore n of A is equal to 3 and B also has 3 elements and n of B equal to 3. What does mean? N of A is equal to n of B. So that means A and B are equivalent sets. What is next? That is, it's equal set. What is equal set? Equal and equivalent we have read same thing, but what is equal? Equal sets are two sets A and B are said to be equal if every element of A is a member of B and every element of B is a member of A. Then it is called equal sets. Means if A has elements 1, 2, 3 and B also has elements 1, 2, 3, then only A and B are called equal sets. Means number of elements and the element must be same in both the sets, then it is called as equal sets. In an equivalent set it should be only number of elements should be the same, not the element should be same. In equal sets both conditions should be satisfied. Okay, let's take an example. A x belongs to X is a letter in word REAP. B x belong to X is a letter in word paper PAPER. Are these sets equal? Okay, check it out. We can check it. First we may make the elements A. X is a letter in the word REP. How many letters are there in REP? R, E, A, P. So it's a set A. Similarly in B there are letters in the word that is P, A, P, E, R. Since so in B we can, P is repeating, so we can write P, A, E, R. These are the 4 elements in paper only. So what we see is in the A there are element R, in B also there is element R, E also there, A also there, in P. And the number of elements in A are 4 and number of elements in B is also 4. Therefore n of A, therefore A and B are equal sets. Since number of elements and the elements are same in the both cases, so these are called equal sets. Let's move to the next 8th one, that is subset. What is subset? A and B are two sets. Let us suppose A and B are two sets if every element of A is an element of B. That is, those elements are A are also in a B is called, then A is called subset of B. Like I have a set A 1, 2, 3 and set B as 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. What we see, every element of A, that is 1, 2 and 3 is there in every element of B also, that is 1, 2, 3. So A is subset of B. This is the symbol. This is a symbol for subset. So what does it mean? A is a subset of B. And if A is not a subset of B, then we can write as A is not a subset. Clear to all what is a subset? Let's move. There are some important results for subset. Note it down. Every set is a subset of itself. Every set is a subset of itself. Like if I have a set A 1, 2, 3 and I have to write the subset of A. So what are the subset of set A? That is 1, second subset is 2, third is 3, fourth one is 1, 2, Fifth one is 2, 3 or 3, 1, and last one is 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3 is also a subset. So what we said, every set is a subset of itself. Second result is the empty set is a subset of every set. What does it mean? Every set contains one empty set. So we can write here also some set, that is 5. So every set is a subset of every empty set is a subset of every set. Let's move to the third. Total number of subset of finite set containing n element is 2 to the power n. What does it mean? That total number of subset are 2 to the power n in every set. Let's move to the next one, that is universal set. Universal sets are what? A set that contain all sets in a given context. What does it mean? If A is equal to 1, 2, 3 and B is equal to 2, 4, 5, 6 and the C set contains 1, 3, 5, 7. What will we see? They are the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So universal set became 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Since it contains all the elements, so it is called as universal set. Okay. So these are the types of sets.